So, hello everyone. In case you're new here, hello, hi. My name is Valeen and I hope you consider subscribing before leaving and become a part of this family. And if you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much. This is one of those episodes where I said I'm going to be interviewing people and just sharing experiences on this platform this year. And Toby has been here with us. He has actually talked about all the requirements that you need to travel from the USA to Nigeria during COVID amidst all of the restrictions and all of that stuff. But in this episode, we're going to be focusing on the things you need to do when you're traveling back from Nigeria to the United States of America, the documentations, the forms, the websites, everything. He's going to be talking to us about that. So over to you, Toby.
Hello, everyone.
Your smile is funny.
But, but yeah, it's just a two-step process, to be honest. All you have to do is click on the party,
So which website
select.
do they have to go? Is it
It's
this?
the same website as the first time, so it's nitp.ncdc.gov.ng. That's Nigerian International Travel Portal. When you get there, on the home page, you see everything you need to see. For departing, you click on departing, you click on your country of destination, which is probably back to where you came from, United States. You select your airline. We're going with Delta again, and you proceed. You have to fill in your personal information like we did in the last one, and also fill in your COVID test details.
So in case you're not aware, we already made a first video where we talked about, the whole process from, traveling, like arriving. So when he's talking about the video or we did the last time, he's referencing that video. So please watch that video in case you haven't done that already. Okay. The link will be where to be.
In the description below.
I love that part.
But yeah, so you select your departure city, Lagos, select your preferred test location. So now, this is assuming that you haven't taken a test. On the departure website, if you already have a COVID test, you do not need to go through this portal. However, if you don't have a COVID test, you can come through this portal and pay approximately 40,000 and get your test. But I think I mentioned earlier in the video, there is a clinic, or in the last video, that there is a clinic in Lagos that does rapid testing. Well, they do the regular PCR test, but the results comes out in 24 hours. It is only 10,000 more than the Nigerian government is requiring, and you're more likely to get your test on time before you travel. I didn't mention this in the last video, but there was actually an issue with our test that we did with the Nigerian government.
Oh wow.
Yes, it's not like the test was not right or anything. We took the test on the 7th of January, on the 8th of January, right? That was when we delivered, that they took the mouth swab and everything. Our result did not come out until we were on our way to the airport. My sister got the result of everybody. Now, on the paper, it was dated 9th of January, which doesn't make sense because we took the test on the 8th of January. And then also, even though it wasn't valid for travel, it came super late. What if I needed it on the 9th? You understand?
Yeah.
So we kept calling, and at some point, the customer service was very shitty. We called so many times, they started ignoring my calls. Like the phone would ring out loud and nobody would answer. And I felt that was very unprofessional. And that's why I'm suggesting a different clinic to the
People.
viewers. But if you can find a private clinic, I suggest you go to a private clinic that has COVID testing, because there is no regulated COVID result. You just need a COVID result to travel.
Exactly.
So the rules may have changed since the 12th of January, especially since America now requires COVID test to come back into the country. Uh, but if you already have your COVID test before you head to the airport, then you don't need to go through the portal. You just need your COVID test, and that's it.
I wanted to ask you, like, apart from the requirements and everything, how was the experience like at the airport? Is it as busy as it used to be? Everybody's
So,
hammering on you need to have your COVID test and everything, but are there really measures put in place to ensure like social distancing in aircrafts and things like that? And even the people working at the airports, what's really happening? What should people expect?
so, I'll tell you what's going on here in the States, and then I'll tell you what's going on back home in Nigeria, and we'll compare and contrast. So, in when I was traveling, the airport was relatively empty. They have markings on the chairs to show you where you can and cannot sit. They try to enforce the 6 feet um, spacing in lines. There are hand sanitizers everywhere. Not many people are traveling, to be honest. A lot of people are traveling because flights are cheaper, but at the airports, there are not really that many people. Atlanta Airport is one of the busiest airports, and when we passed through there, it was relatively empty compared to previous times. And so on the plane, however, there is no social distancing, but there are strict mask laws. So your mask has to be on for the duration of the flight.
Oh, wow.
Yes, you can only take it off to eat, and then when you're done eating, you have to put it back on. The bathroom is sanitized for the flight that I was on. The bathroom is sanitized after everyone uses it. So when someone comes out, the hostess goes in, wipes it down, and then um, someone else can use it. Or if there are many people in line, then all of them use it, and then she wipes it down for another set of people, which is kind of contradicting, but it gets the job done, I guess. They provide you with disinfectant wipes when you board the plane. They also provide you with a different set of headphones, disposable headphones, since they used to keep the old ones. Those,
Yeah.
yeah, these ones you can go with them. So on that note, hold on, I think I have it with me.
Okay.
So this is my traveling bag. um, Mask. You always have to have mask. This is my tickets from my last flight. Passports.
Please, can you show us the blue passport again, Bikono? Let us just see it small. Please show us again. That's the one we're using for the thumbnail. So better snap better picture. Let's tap on the anointing.
Wait.
No, you snap with your phone and send to me. Clean, better picture.
Okay. So here, this is the travel kits they give you. This is from Delta Airlines. It contains a face mask for sleeping. It's called eye shade, earplugs, and cleaning towelettes. And you have this.
Oh,
This is the disposable headphones I was telling you about.
oh wow.
I didn't need to use it because I had these with me, but they give you this and you can take it with you. Also, I strongly recommend that you have these.
Oh
So
yeah.
these are disinfectant hand sanitizing wipes. You use it to wipe down your dining table before you eat on the plane. You can wipe down the door handles for the toilets and all that. depends because you fill a lot of documents at the freaking airport.
That's
Nigeria is the only place where you fill documents after landing. I don't get it.
oh God.
Everybody else has computerized the system. You come, you scan your passport, and you go in. Like it's moving. Nigeria will be like, yeah, so have this yellow paper right here. Write down where you're going to, where you're coming from. I don't even know what they do with the papers after. But yes, you need the pen because you're going to be signing a lot of documents when you get there and when you're about to leave as well. But yeah, they also give you this. This is from the airline.
Hmm.
The hand sanitizing wipe.
So how about the airport, the COVID, measures in Nigeria? Because you remember you said we were going to talk about the US
Yes.
and Nigeria, and then we can, you know.
So in Nigeria, okay, so they did a pretty decent job. I said this because the bar is very low in my mind, but reps in Nigeria, we did a decent job. I landed in Lagos, so that's the one I'm talking about. In Murtala Mohammed International Airport, they have painted markings on the ground that signify how far 6 feet actually is on their lines for immigration. So you are required to, and it is enforced to stay in your square. If you're traveling as a family, you guys share the same square. You try not to, push into the square behind you. Or you can occupy two squares, one in front, one at the back, and then the rest of the family stays within. Everyone wears masks, although some Nigerians are very nonchalant. This is a personal experience. You can put it on if you like.
Yeah.
I was approaching one of the, you know how people like to do amebo in Nigeria. So there's the immigration officers, and then there's somebody that checks your documents right before, which doesn't make any sense. But before we get to him, we got down the plane, we entered the immigration line. Um, we got to the point where they scan that PDF document. So they scan it, and then basically, if you have paid, you go. If you have not paid, they direct you to a stall right behind where you can now pay your money. Then you cross over into immigration. So just before immigration, they check your COVID test. And that's PDF that they scan is to confirm that you have scheduled a COVID test for 7 days after you arrive in Nigeria, right? Okay. So we did that. We got it scanned. We had paid. So it was a smooth ride from there. Only for us to get to the immigration line. Then some weirdo that had no business being there asked us for our documents. I assumed that he was an immigration officer, or at least he was extra staff that was helping out the immigration officers. And after he checked my documents, he gave them back to me. But here's the funny thing. He had a mask on, but it was under his chin. And I was like, can you please pull up your mask? You know what he told me? He said, it's you that should keep your mask on. There's no COVID in Nigeria. You're the one coming from another country.
Yeah, the one coming from another, so you're the one that is bringing the
I'm
COVID.
the one that's bringing the
There's no
COVID.
COVID in Nigeria.
So I said this before I gave him my documents, so because I was like, we're all trying to be safe here. Keep your mask on. You're in the midst of people that have the COVID. You know that they have the COVID, and you are still, keeping your mask under your chin. So I told him, pull up your mask, please. And then after he told me that nonsense, he now eventually pulled up the mask. After he pulled up his mask, I now gave him my document. He now looked at it and gave it back to me. See me thinking that, it was time for me to go. I was not trying to cross over to the other side, only for them to tell me no, that I've not gone through immigration yet. Now I say, so why am I giving my passport to this man? But yeah, after that, we went through immigration. Immigration was smooth. They'll ask you for something, but it's always off the books. They'll ask you in a funny way, like,
Anything for the
you
boys.
no go do us Christmas,
Just
that kind of
Christmas.
stupid
Raising us.
thing. But all our documents were complete, so they scanned us through. We got our baggage. Also, if you haven't traveled internationally in the past 2 years, you don't want to have anything brand new in your box. You want to you want to, if you have something brand new, take off the tags, put it in your box without the box, make it, put it in your luggage without the box so that it looks like it's your property. If it looks brand new, you will be charged tax on it,
Oh,
which, mhm, yeah, they'll scan your box, they'll ask you to bring it out, and then they'll value it, and then they'll collect tax from you. And
for somebody like me, I haven't traveled internationally in 2 years. That might happen.
yes,
And when you're
so
saying if you have something new, do you mean new clothes, new bags,
it will
jewelry?
be difficult to detect new clothes. You're typically looking at a new laptop or something big, something that comes in a box. If you keep it in its original box and it's brand new, they will definitely flag it, because it's when it's going through that scanning machine, they'll be like, hmm. And they did it because a lot of people were, traveling overseas, buying stuff in bulk and then bringing it back to sell in Nigeria, but carrying it as their personal
Love it.
belongings so that they didn't have to pay tax. So in order to curb that, when Buhari was trying to do his corruption stuff, he made them start doing that. So it can get very nasty. Sometimes it's a smooth ride, or you just pay your tax and you go, or they can start charging you some extra stuff. So you don't want to be in that situation. So to avoid it altogether, make it look like, if you have a gift, make it look like it's your own. When you get to Nigeria, wrap it. Before you get to Nigeria, make it look like your own. That's my advice to you. You don't have to follow it though.
That's really
uh, yes. And then when you get out of the airport, everything is like normal. Most of the places you go to, people are wearing masks, but there are a lot of people, like the man I mentioned earlier. They have masks on, but it's under their chin. So it's not doing the job it's supposed to be doing. So if you want to stay safe in Nigeria, the best thing to do for yourself is to wear your mask at all times when you're in public, and use hand sanitizer, shower when you get home, shower as much as possible. Um, Keep your environment clean. Always have hand sanitizing wipes. Use them to open doors, use them to close doors, use them to collect your card back from anybody you have given it to. Use this diligently, because it will definitely help you. They're having a second wave in Nigeria right now. So cases are going up everywhere, actually. Here in the US, cases are going up. There are mutated strains in the UK and South Africa. And there are also special requirements for going to those places. However, I haven't been, so I can't tell anybody anything about that. Um, that's pretty much it. But in the airports in Nigeria, they've put in the proper requirements to help people social distance. It is the people that are the problem, not the airport or the government.
I'm really glad to hear that. I mean, because it's wow, that's good. So that's a big thumbs up on the Nigerian government. So the weakest link right now is the people. People do not really believe that COVID even is in Nigeria. They think it's
Mm.
like it
A
doesn't.
government hoax.
Yes. So I hope that you guys have heard and you've learned, and I believe that this information will definitely come in handy, and especially the tips here and there. Like for somebody who has not traveled internationally for 2 years, I didn't know anything about that, so that's going to help me. Like if I'm to make any trips in the coming months, that will definitely help me. And then how to, like, the things you need to get with you, like in your travel kit, that was absolutely helpful, because most times we don't really know, especially when you have not traveled during the pandemic. So I really did learn as a person, and I believe that the people watching this have also learned a lot. So please do well to subscribe to my channel, and of course follow Tobe on I was going to say follow Tobe on
I'm not on YouTube.
Instagram. What is
I'm
what
on,
is wrong with me? Follow Tobe on Instagram. So tell us how we can follow you. Where can we find you?
okay, so my Instagram handle is awolodike underscore II. Um, it will be included in the description.
Do it together. Let's do it together. Oh my God. Twitter and,
I'm on Twitter, but my Twitter is private. I don't want anybody following me. This
Okay, so you can find him on.
just in case my future employer is here.
Yeah.
Don't follow me on Twitter. No, thank you.
So you can follow Toby on Instagram and tell him thank you in the comments as well, because we want to have more of him. In the next coming episodes, we're going to be talking about something interesting. So you want to ensure that your notification bell is on.
Wink, wink.
So thank you so much, Toby, for coming.
Can I wink? I look like I'm having epilepsy. No, but yes, I'll be back here on the channel some other
the
time.
closest friend we have on this channel right now, like, is the king of the channel. Me, I'm the queen of the channel.
You need to bring Ugochi on this channel.
Ugochi is coming next weekend.